Hello, my name is Jiweon Ro ASAM 32550. This is my digital TV series proposal. The theme is Out of Control. The TV show I'm proposing is action, suspense, horror, an original TV series with an emphasis on zombies. The title is Survival. Actors for my main roles are Brenda Song, who plays Addie, Louis Tan, who plays Steve, Allison Madison, Sang-yup Yeon, Danny, and Alec Rickman, who plays Kevin. Here is my story. Addie is a botanist who works with the University of Los Angeles. She works closely with a chemist named Madison, who was brought over from Boston. Together they are working on creating a drug that would cure cancer with the use of plants. One day they are approached by the Korean government on a top secret mission. They were told that an experiment originally started to create a drug that would aid soldiers was botched and that they would need their help in creating a vaccine. They were escorted back to Korea by Steve, a general in the army who was hired to keep them safe. Addie and Steve instantly hit it off. The drug was first created when on June 25, 1950, North Korea invaded the South and the country was overrun by Northern forces. The United Nations authorized member nations to provide military assistance, but despite rapid response, South Korean troops were unprepared, and by August, Korean People's Army of the North had pushed the Republic of Korea into a tiny corner on the southeast coast of the peninsula. In less than 2 months, 90% of South Korea was occupied by the North. The South Korean government saw little hope with thousands of their men dying. Even if the country was able to win the war, it would cause instability to the country due to the lack of men. The government issued a secret project to some of the smartest scientists in Korea to create a vaccine that would revive soldiers from the dead, and if they were critically injured, it would speed up their recovery time. One day, a botanist named Kevin from the team came across a rare flower that had mythical stories of restoring life. Amazed by his discovery, he urgently took it back to the lab and started testing the flower. He made several drugs, and when tested on mice, the critically injured mice, or ones that were recently dead, started showing signs of recovery. Excited by the thought and head filled with the amount of wealth he would gain, he began further testing and began to test on humans. People started showing adverse effects with the ability to move, but without a heartbeat or other vital signs. They were non-communicative, violent, and were hungry for human flesh. When a technician got bitten while trying to feed them, they were alarmed when he started showing the same symptoms. He became increasingly violent, started attacking everyone, and they also changed into zombie-like creatures. Realizing that this experiment was botched and dangerous, the government planned to shut it down. Kevin was determined, however, to get it right, because he knew that if he was able to create a drug, he would become famous and wealthy. One night, he snuck into the lab, grabbed some samples, and started to run away. As he was running, he tripped on a tree branch, which made the vials go flying. 4 vials landed and shattered, but he managed to retrieve 1 vial. By the time security got to where he had already disappeared. Meanwhile, the grassy area where the vials were dropped got soaked in the solution, which happened to be a popular grazing spot for deer. When Addie and Madison arrived in Korea, they were taken into the lab to show them the subjects. They were horrified at what they saw. They began right away to study this virus to create a vaccine. However, in the meantime, a mysterious illness began to pop up all across the country, and people were puzzled as to what the illness was because they had never seen anything like it. Within a few hours, they began to show symptoms of the ability to move but without a heartbeat or other vital signs. They became non-communicative, violent, and became hungry for human flesh. The infected began to attack humans, and the virus quickly began to spread. Addie and Madison realized that the symptoms were really similar to the subjects they were studying and that they were running out of time. They chose that the fastest way would be to find the original flower, to create the vaccine, and to find Kevin. A team quickly formed with Addie, Madison, Danny, a pharmacist, and Steve also insisted on going with them to provide protection from the infected with a group of his most trusted men. They had to move quickly before the virus spread any further. 2 justifications that this TV proposal will be successful is that 1, according to Forbes in October 13, 2014, it states that TV series based on zombies are popular. It quotes, "What's been even more impressive than the raw numbers are The Walking Dead's demographic performance, and last night was no exception. With 11 million viewers, a 6% increase over last year, the premiere was the most watched show in the 18 to 49 age group, beating Powerhouse Live programming live Sunday Night Football." The second justification is the increase of Asian American actors and actresses in popular TV shows, such as Sandra Oh playing the protagonist in Killing Eve and Ming-Na Wen in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is a picture of me, and there was no music played in the background. Thank you for watching.